Jiggler Bacon, I'm just not ready to record yet. Can I have some extra time?
Oh, I get it, Scott Narver. You're a little sad because Cena's retired. I get it. You must just be having a hard time.
Well, it's not just that. I don't want to say anything. I just need a little bit more time, okay?
What's going on with you? What's the matter?
I've got gas.
Oh. Okay, well, actually, I know a way that I can help you. You got to lay on your left side, and you got to put your right knee up to your chest. You know, that's like a method that works. It helps relieve gas.
Okay, but could you do another thing that'll help me out just a little bit?
Sure. I mean, if you know of another method.
While I do that, could you also just squeeze my head?
Just like squeeze your head just like a little bit?
Yeah, almost like you're doing a sleeper hold, but just squeeze my head.
All right, let me just squeeze your head just a little bit. Just a weird little squeeze. Why are you smiling?
There we go.
I don't know what to say.
Thank you, Cena, today on Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Hey, Scott Narver.
Hey, Jiggler Bacon.
Hello to everybody joining us out there in the PW universe. And to those joining us via the super exclusive live stream, of course, to see these live as we record them, to yell at us and tell us how wrong all of our opinions are, because that is what a wrestling show is about. The only way you get to do that. You got to get past that cyber velvet rope there. Yeah, the only way to get past that cyber velvet rope, say that 10 times fast, is by heading on over to patreon.com/PWPalskis. We must acknowledge our current PWP champ, Adrian Avena. In just a few episodes here, we will be drawing our big 2025 championship, champion of champions, whatever the hell we're going to call it. The big 2025 giveaway. All of our 12 champions of the year are going to have their name thrown into a hat, randomly drawn to see who the victor is for the year. What are we going to call it? We're going to call that the Saudi Championship. The champion of champions.
Yeah. The merger of champions of good faith and fortune to portions in a land.
Nailed it. What I liked about it was how concise it was.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been way longer.
Speaking about things that could have been way longer, John Cena's wrestling career ended last night, or 2 nights ago. Wait, 2 nights ago.
It ended last night for you because you probably watched it last night.
Don't know what you're talking about. Definitely watch it live with everybody. Wasn't at a Christmas party. And we're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk all about John Cena. We're going to just talk about the state of John Cena's exit. His estate, the state of his estate. You think he ever let people start touching stuff in his house? Remember in Total Divas when he was like, don't touch that. And Daniel Bryan was like, this place is like a museum. I hate it.
I didn't watch Total Divas, but
you got a lot to catching up on. This show, from now on, This show it's a Total Divas rewatch podcast.
I quit.
We're gonna go episode by episode. Finally, that's all it took. You and Cena both. Okay. Before we get into all of that, this is not a movie podcast, but as anybody who's listening knows, Scott and I are major movie nerds. I think all of us tend to be. I think there's a massive crossover between wrestling fandom and movie fandom. It's pop culture, especially, nerds of a certain age. Last night, absolute fucking horror in Los Angeles. The legendary Rob Reiner, son of Carl Reiner, and his wife were murdered in their home. Their son is currently being questioned in connection to the murder. Absolutely fucking horrible. I'm having a hard time processing it. I don't tend to get affected by celebrity deaths, especially when it's like old person dies of old age, but this isn't that. This is absolute fucking horror. And I think we would be remiss if we didn't at least mention it.
I think there's certainly a tie-in here amongst, for many, I wish I was one. I'm not. who just fucking adore The Princess Bride like nothing else. I like it.
I'm one of them.
But I know that movie holds a great place for a lot of people. It's a Rob Reiner movie. And then on top of that, introduced the world to Andre the Giant in a different way than maybe just being aware of like, oh, that's a giant wrestler guy.
Right. Yeah.
Like
People knew the photo.
Beloved movie.
Yeah. Everybody knew that photo of him, but nobody really necessarily knew anything about him. And that movie was like, oh, he's funny and he's, charming and hearing everybody talk so lovingly about him.
Oh, he farted for 17 seconds.
17
What a lovely man. But it's one of the all-time,
wrestler
greatest movies with a wrestler in it.
Yeah.
Like unquestionably, Princess Bride is on that list.
100%.
And Rob Reiner, did that. Right? He brought Andre the Giant in, and like it's forever like a gigantic memory for so many people, and have affection for that. And that's just one of his great movies that he made.
Yeah, I mean, he's arguably one of the greatest of all time, and he's also one of those rare directors has hits in various genres. There's a lot of directors who do a thing really well, but to have as many hits as he did across countless different types of movies, like, I mean, on top of his art, just he was an amazing man. Like he was in the embodiment of what I look up to. I think he was the definition of what true masculinity is. I just think he was just incredible. And, Alexandra and I we spent all night talking about it. And we were talking about people who've passed, recently, like with Gene Hackman and that tragedy. And obviously like celebrities who we've lost through tragedies, like, Robin Williams. And the thing that this feels the most like is actually Benoit, because it's not a accident that happened. It's not there's obviously foul play. It's horrible. It's tragic, but it's also like mental health. It's medication. It's drugs. It's, the fact that it seemingly was something that occurred within the family. I don't know why that was sort of the thing that I kept mentioning last night. Like that's what it feels. It feels like it's unexplainable. Like I can't wrap my head around like that. Right. That this is a reality. It's a horror movie. Like it's the sort of thing that happens in a horror movie, and I can't imagine it happening in real life, let alone to a person that we are so familiar with. I was talking about that with Alexandra. I was like, you can read about a tragedy in a newspaper. You can hear about, something that's horrible that happened. And sometimes when you do that and there's just they're just names, it's kind of easy to like put the movie in your head, but it's like, vacant guy from the video games. When it's like somebody that we know. And
they live in Des Moines or something. You go, I'm not going to Des Moines. There's not real people there.
But when it's somebody that like, we can so clearly hear their voice, and we know the way that they move and the way that they walk and the way that they are, like it's, I don't know, there's something really cerebrally horrifying about it. Like, because it's hard to not imagine things. And I don't know, I'm spiraling, but it's fucking terrible. And I'm really fucking depressed.
Positive amongst the, sadness of it all is, I think for you and I, that's been a major influence in the world of comedy. And I know we've kind of all dabbled in it. Like I get to dabble in it from time to time with the Wrestler Writing Room. Rob Reiner is pivotal in helping to create a genre with the guys from Spinal Tap of This Is Spinal Tap is the first ever mockumentary.
Yep. He coined the phrase mockumentary. Yeah.
So to create a, we're shooting a documentary, but it's really a comedy and it's all like, there's improvisation, all the stuff like that is, to see that for the first time is so incredible. And to go back and know, like, that's it. That's where it started. And to shoot and do that kind of stuff now and try and present it as real. Like I know On Your Mark had elements of that, or like Between Two Ferns, like so many things wouldn't come to be if it wasn't for something like that. So 100%. Amongst wrestling and comedy and all that, like, so that's a major milestone that he helped create.
Absolutely. Yeah,
and he never guest hosted Raw, so good on Rob Reiner, because that would have been a real blemish on his.
Just another. First off, also first night of Hanukkah. That's horrifying knowing that it's something that happened in the family. Who knows the context? I'm sure that information will come out that will only make things more depressing. But regardless, like, we've got, Mel Brooks celebrating 100 years. Dick Van Dyke just turned 100. Dick Van Dyke was like an uncle to Rob. He watched him grow up on his father's show. Who's one of my other personal heroes, his father, Carl Reiner, who he just lost 4 years ago. I think Carl Reiner passed away maybe 2020, around just after the pandemic, because I know that they did the Princess Bride pandemic read-through recreation.
Okay.
And Carl played Grandpa, and Rob played, the Fred Savage character, like in bed, being like, will you tell me?
Fred Savage is available. Come on.
I know, but I think it was just funny.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I don't
We're
think
taking
anybody
away jobs from Fred Savage.
Nobody played. I don't think they brought back anybody to replay themselves from the movie. I think it was.
I see.
Otherwise, it would have been just kind of, we're just doing a shitty version of the
Fred
movie.
Fred Savage is playing Andre the Giant. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly. I don't know. It's real fucking sad, you guys. But
clearly, you're accusing Mel Brooks and Dick Van Dyke of being vampires because they're 100 years old.
I never finished that thought. Sorry. The thought was that like Mel Brooks shouldn't be utilizing Rob Reiner. Dick Van Dyke shouldn't be like I don't know. I know that seems like, oh, you're saying you want these people to die first. It's like, no, it just doesn't feel like that's a thing that anybody might have anticipated.
They say that, fathers and mothers shouldn't have to eulogize their children. And that's kind of a roundabout way of what you're saying. Right. So it sucks.
It sucks. But
don't worry, because we have John Cena.
Yes, we do have John Cena. Let's get into it. I'm gonna take a moment because I didn't expect to get emotional talking about that again. I thought this was all past, but John Cena
you hear that,
retired.
other celebrities, you got to earn Jake Lloyd Bacon's tears.
John Cena retired.
He don't care.
Oh boy, it's Saturday night's main event.
Tom Sizemore, did you hear that? You got nothing.
Tom Sizemore is in my buddy's movie, and apparently he was the most professional dude that anybody had ever met, and he showed up as if he was bothered to be there, yet was like hit every fucking mark, knew every line, delivered everything perfect. He only did 2 takes of anything because he was fucking great, and then fucked off and took his paycheck. I'm like, good for you, man.
All right.
I think that movie's now called The Columbia Connection. It kept changing names.
Ooh.
It's like an action movie about like a 70s drug smugglers.
Are they 2 Ks? Is it Columbia Connection?
No, that's too dangerous. One more K.
Cool.
Oh, I see. Like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Did you watch it live? You love John Cena. You said you might want to watch it with OC Palski, Steve.
I certainly tried, as we are still within the first week of hospice care.
Right.
That's not really possible.
Understood.
To do things like that, as it turns out. I got to watch portions of the show live. And it was really weird how the show is presented, in that when you're a long-term wrestling fan, you go, wait, what? Why is this a theme? How far away have we gotten from anything normal that this is a theme? It's a fine theme when you're deprived of everything, but the theme of the night was, as they say, presented by John Cena. It's like, let's have the old versus the young.
Right. The stars of tomorrow versus the stars of today. Yeah.
Right. Why aren't they fighting regularly? That used to be a thing in wrestling. Like, we don't.
Yeah, we didn't need to make this a special billing that used to just be called Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Right.
Or studio TV wrestling. Like, it was weird to go, oh, that's a shame that we've removed these people. The geriatrics have their locker room, and then the young folks have theirs. But I think overall, like, it was done well. Like, getting to see, I've heard about Obi Femi for a long time and just never actually sat and watched him. But fuck, man, that entrance, when he carries himself and he comes out there, it's like, oh my God, this guy's got presence.
His little walk.
Yeah, his little jaunt.
His little walk. I've only tuned into a couple of his matches, like his NXT things. And he's just got star quality. He's just one of those dudes who he's got star quality. They could strap
that guy's fucking cool
rocket ship on him at any time that they want. He's just in the pocket. I think that he is that, I think he's what they really wanted Braun Breaker to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that Braun isn't a guy for sure, but I think Braun is like Braun's a guy that I think the fans will turn on quickly, and I don't mean turn on as far as like rooting and cheering, but will get bored of quickly. Where I think Oba has that little something that's just
He's
unique.
too fast to get bored. Be like,
Okay.
oh, whatever,
Yeah,
bro.
what happened? Right.
God, he just killed a man.
Yeah, man, I that was fun. Is it true that they stopped the match abruptly because of Cody's ear?
I don't.
Oh, I heard.
so.
I saw something today that was like, "Oh, WWE forced to stop," but it was one of those clickbaity things, so I didn't click on it because I was like, "Who knows if this is real?"
I don't think that was the case. I think they went through all the stuff, and then what was it? It's a run-in by Drew.
Yeah,
like Drew came in,
and then they both get to. So that way, nobody gets beat. Protect both champions. They get to cheers their titles and raise each other's hands, and they both get to.
Old Saturday Night's main event kind of thing. Like I get it because they couldn't do that throughout the whole night, but for that one.
But they kind of did. I mean, yeah, there was only one grudge match for the whole evening. Everything else was just like, we're all friends, shake hands, and point.
I mean, decisive winners.
I understand. Yes.
So only one. Yeah. I believe like one. Like, hey, look, everybody wins. What?
How did you feel about all the vignettes, all the Cena vignettes of everybody sharing thoughts?
I knew who most of the people were.
Okay, that's good.
So that was fun. They were one of the football guys like, hey man, when this thing happens, this is really the case of like what it's going to be. And my retirement wasn't good. Like and I'm going, I know the rest of the world knows whatever the fuck this football guy is talking about. I have no goddamn clue.
Great. Perfect.
No frame reference. So that was,
I think, most of them were interesting and it was nice. I feel like they were earnest. I think whenever they showed to someone holding up a 8x10 piece of printer paper that just said like, thanks, John, or something on it.
Well, that's that one WWE one.
I thought, okay. It seems like they walked around, couldn't even print it out. Here you go, hold this. What is it? Just hold it.
Hold it, do a thing. Make it really good so we can use it for 0.8 seconds.
Yeah,
I think the only one that really nailed it, I thought at first, I was really excited for Drew's because Drew was like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to participate.
Right. But
then he caves and he does it. You can't see me. I'm like, all right, fine.
Right.
But amongst that video montage, which I thought was, it's okay. It seems like John Cena's in the hospital for something they don't know if they're going to cure. But
right.
I thought Brock was the only one where I'm like, that was good. Because there's believability in
a sign that said, I saw you or I see you, I think he said.
Yeah. And he's not facing the camera.
Right.
He's faced away. You see him in profile and he drops it. And you're like, yeah, you know what? There's at least one person that keeps some semblance of, I don't know if they like each other.
Right.
Like, oh, he's maintaining a character throughout all of this rather than all the bad guys going like, I'll miss you, buddy. All right. Well,
yeah.
One character that stays true.
The whole night of like, oh, there's John Cena's locker room. And in a moment we'll see him come through. All that stuff was, I just realized. That's what I was gonna say. We never saw him exit the door.
I thought they were gonna do a Goldberg thing.
Same, but
or long entry. No,
was Jesse Ventura there?
He did some pre-show thing.
Oh, okay, got it. I was gonna say I thought I remember
upset about because he said a very Jesse Ventura line.
Like what?
He's a guy who won the title 17 times. That means he lost it 17 times. Why would you want to brag about that?
I love him so much. I love him so much. That's such a good line.
But instead, we got
so funny.
The poisonous chemistry of Stephanie McMahon and Joe Tessitore.
Luckily, I did.
Good Lord.
I did fast forward through everything just to get to the things I wanted to see. But every time I would like catch a piece of it, I was just like, what is happening?
It felt like, oh God, we're working on the Hall of Fame package for Stephanie McMahon, and all we have are footage of her with her father,
right,
and Chris Benoit. That's it. Like that, we have no other usable footage. And we need new footage.
And her on a crucifix, take her stringing her up or some horrible thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like we need new footage of her doing things.
We have her being drugged and taken advantage of by her now actual husband.
Yeah,
not great. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, it was, I think they did a good job of making it a night about Cena without making it like, whatever. I enjoyed the theme of the, like, Cena wants to get eyes on other people. He knows that people are going to tune in because it's his last night. And everything there felt very, like upstanding, good guy, citizen, wants to do what's right for the business.
Sure.
So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when we get a little bit later in the show and I have my opinions.
It was certainly a historic night. Like if you're on the show tonight, this is a major, major, major event that wrestling fans are going to talk about.
It's his first. It's his first last match ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have at least 4 of these, I'm sure.
I don't think so. Any other guy that doesn't have amazing health insurance and massive paychecks.
No, you're probably right about that. I will say this: I don't think like there are so many people who are like, I can't believe we saw the last ever 5-knuckle shuffle, the last ever You Can't See Me. I was like, just because he's not going to come back and wrestle matches doesn't mean that every now and then his music is going to hit. He's going to come out and do the old Stone Cold Stunner of his version. Like we're going to see it at some point.
Can he do it in a suit? I don't know.
Yeah, why not? So let's talk about the actual match. Him versus
Sol Ruca.
Him versus Sol Ruca. I could not believe how badly she kicked his ass.
Yeah, she's a threat, that one. I thought the presentation of him coming out was really cool. I thought Gunther just coming out like straight away, just hit the ring, get in there. Not a bunch of the screens that they've been, previously doing for WWE shows. It's still in the phase of like, let's sell more tickets.
And he cleared the ring for Cena's entrance. So even though he's the heel, he still did like the wrestling, just to show that wrestling for him is about sport, like to try to draw the juxtaposition that he's a sports entertainer versus he's still the ring general, the mat sacred. So he did the thing that he's supposed to do, which I thought was a fun little touch.
We had some people ringside that John Cena came out. Like John Cena was basically having a party.
Right.
It's like when he came out, he's having a good time. And I don't know, he's at his own funeral, seemingly. And just going like, yeah, we're just fucking living it up. And
sure didn't feel that way. Yeah.
We're here to celebrate and it's all good. And there's some people ringside that mean something. And then there's Michelle McCool. And so then he gets in the ring and they have the big special entrance for all that, or the special introduction, which was nice. And the crowd's really excited, really into it. And the bell rings and we are underway.
Yeah, I think that as far as the match goes, like the two of them versus one another, I think it went about as good as it was gonna go. I really like Gunther. I don't know that Cena is a great opponent for Gunther regardless of whether it's Cena's last match or not.
He was on your wish list, so
I know he was.
Asked
but
for this,
and I forgot how bad Cena is at taking bumps, and so like.
But
nothing
he's so good at calling a match.
Nothing looked.
Everyone knows it.
And nothing looked. Cena was terrible in this match. I was going to come out and say it. He was terrible.
He was terrible?
I think he was terrible. He no-sold more than I think I've ever seen him no-sell. I don't think he rose to the occasion of the emotion. That's what I think. And it's, again, it is what it is. But I'm sure that's a really difficult thing to do, is go out there and perform and to know everything you've been through and what everything means to you. And like, it's got to be an emotional position. But I feel like all of Gunther's moves are the moves that kind of require people to really like the power bombs. He's taking these power bombs on like the bottom of his spine, like above his ass, and nothing looks like it's remotely impactful. It looks like every power bomb, he's just like resting John Cena's butt on the ground. Here you go. Sit down over here. Now sit down over here. Just little things like that. I just thought like,
it was like wrestling Cena. The Rock when he went Hollywood. That
really
he didn't do the shit. Rock was egregious.
Was he? I don't recall.
Once he got into Hollywood land, because then everything he started taking, he would cover the back of his neck.
Okay,
as he went down,
because he was like, "Oh, got to be careful. Don't get hurt."
Ooh,
right. My agent's gonna get angry at me.
And part of that too might be Gunther might be going like, "I'm not gonna break him."
Right.
Like I have no intention of. I had the last match with him and I
injured him.
Yeah. And then I fucked him up for whatever it is. It's like, look, this is a big deal and I'm going to try to make this look as devastating as possible, but I'm not out to fucking hurt you. That's what Johnny Gargano's for. Right.
Sure. Yeah, listen, I mean, I can nitpick moments in the match. I think that here's the thing, is for the guy whose whole thing was like putting over the young people and making sure that everybody's impressed and setting the future up. I get it. Gunther's already set up. He's already a big deal. He's a multi-time world champion. But the 5-knuckle shuffle is a long thing to sit there and just lay in the middle of the ring and wait for. And he did it 3 times longer than he usually does it, 3 different times. And I felt like every
There's
time.
been some long ones.
What did you say?
There's been some long ones.
I know,
like that.
but these were real long. And I think that especially
the last one, he didn't get it.
Well, and I feel like those are the instances where I was like, I would have liked John to shown us he was trying to win the match at least a little bit. Because there was a moment there when he got him down and he did the hand, and it was that thing of everybody's like, oh, we're going to get another one. This could be it. And there was just like, there was no intensity in John Cena at all whatsoever. He was just like, and then he looked around and then he had a lot of smiles. He was having a really good time getting beat up. He had a really good time getting his ass kicked. And I just would have liked to see him at least try to win the match. But also I think that from a wrestler standpoint, it makes Gunther look like a fool. Like Gunther, this didn't look great for Gunther because it made it seem like, why isn't he trying to win? Why is he just laying down so much?
I thought Gunther was trying to win. Anybody who has to take any of those moves, they have to lay down for fucking ever. Like that's
100%.
Just
I totally agree.
And anybody fighting The Rock has to fucking lay down for 3.5 minutes for the people's elbow setup.
And that's why I prefaced it where I know that it's already a long thing. And I think that they were all made even longer past the point of me going, okay, get up, Gunther, roll, move over, block,
but
put your hands
it was
up.
all mind games because on that last one, he did.
Yeah. Maybe it was. Maybe
like,
he was just playing possum.
Oh, I'll take a couple of these. And then on the third one, he's like,
right.
oh, I'm so hurt. I'm not.
Right.
I thought Gunther was selling well and doing stuff well. I think this match overall does expose Gunther a little bit in the you're very great at what you do, but you're not one of the best ever at what you do.
Okay.
Because he doesn't carry the I fucking hate you, but I know I can't beat you up, but I want someone to beat you up. I think overall, like he doesn't own this air of like, I am the greatest and I am the best about him. He's a great villain, but he's not one of the best villains.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that. I think out of everything with this match, that's sort of like way down on my list of things. But let's talk about the ending, because I think that's the hot button topic.
Sure is.
It's got the internet in a tizzy. John Cena gave up in his last
and the
match.
live crowd who spent $85,000 to be there.
Yeah, which again, I feel like maybe we should just do this for our watch along and just dissect this last match for like the next watch along, whatever that is.
It was potential.
Because I'm not gonna. People are just gonna be like, "Oh, Jake's a negative piece of shit," like that guy that leaves the comments on the whatever. But like, I promise you, I have a reason why I did not like the match very much, and it'd probably be easier for me to do on a beat to beat basis of the little moments that I just went like, "Oh, if you'd have just done A instead of B."
Sure, you've explained all this now, so you might as well just talk about it.
But the point I'm trying to get at is I can't, because I don't recall it. It's the little nuances that I'm trying to get at.
Sure, well, let's talk about the end.
Match ends. John Cena he's constantly trying to fight out of a sleeper hold, but he can't do it. So eventually he just does the shrug emoji, sad face, and then lightly
not
taps.
a sad face.
No, well, it's sort of like yeah.
No, he smiled.
Oh, okay. I didn't interpret that as a smile.
Okay.
I interpret it more of like a shit. I'm not getting out of it. All right. I guess this is how it ends. Like that's kind of how I interpreted it.
Okay.
You thought it was just like, hey, this was fun.
No, it's a like, I can't do it. He's better than me. And then he taps like his former fiance, which is not at all realistic in any way of like, I am in severe pain. Bleep, blop, bloop.
Oh, I get it. Is that I didn't understand if there was like a personal reference I was missing. So Nikki used to or doesn't tap aggressively. No,
there was a long string of her and other divas that like seemingly have never been in any type of submission whatsoever to have any frantic feeling of like, I'm tapping now. So this ends.
Right. It's big. Yeah.
That was kind of my gripe of like, come on, Cena, like at least give it a little bit of intensity in that tap.
Yeah. I think my big issue with people are bugging that he quit. I don't really care.
For the first time ever, the crowd chanted, "Don't give up."
Right. Yeah. It does seem like if that was the plan, the crowd should have maybe changed what their plan was. Then they should have maybe called it differently based on the crowd's response, maybe. But let's start. Let's not nitpick yet the specifics, but just the fact that he gave up. Is that something that bothers you?
On the night, I was like, okay, interesting. The guy who says never give up gave up. But I thought the elements in place didn't fit, like the smile, the weak tap, and giving up. And then seeing the reactions of the crowd and going like, oh my God, like they are Undertaker streak ending at WrestleMania shocked.
Right.
So what does that mean? Are they really shocked that he lost? Are they really shocked that he gave up?
Right.
Are they really shocked that they paid this much money and they're like, this is a fucking downer?
Yeah.
Like this was a celebratory night. Like he can't just get a win on the way out.
Right.
And so thinking about all those elements for like a day or two and really thinking about it and going, if it was in the writer's room, not the comedy one that we do, but if it was in the writer's room, I feel like after an hour and someone pitches like, what if he gives up? Like, oh yeah, for after 20 fucking years, the guy who says never give up, to all these kids that'll have watched him in the beginning that are now old enough to, dump their college tuition and pay for a ticket to come see the show.
Right.
And they'll see him and this will be the final moment and he gives up. But ultimately, what's the point of it? Right. Other than the shock of that he does it.
Sure.
Why betray one of the biggest heroes of all time, instilling that message of actually giving up? What do we get out of that? Was Gunther so ferocious and mean and awful that he does it and then he's going to be the most vile character in all of wrestling forever? No.
Here's the thing is, that could have been if that was what they performed. Like maybe that could have been where they went with it, but not on the not on what we saw.
But there's also no story between them. There's Gunther wasn't going after them the whole year.
He also wasn't like, there's not like a good
Zack
friend.
Ryder had fortune gone another way.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I that makes sense. I at first I wasn't really bothered by him giving up because I just thought like, to me it is silly because it's like, I don't know, it just sort of undermines the character, like it reminds me, I know that there's people are on the fence about whether or not they agree with him. They're not on the fence. Either they agree or they don't. I don't know why I said that. When Brett's quoted as saying, losing in Montreal, I might as well just take the Hitman character and blown his brains out. Like that, like, okay, maybe you're a little dramatic, but like, I understand what he means. Like going to, losing in Montreal and then trying to leave, moving to that guy at that time for that company and then going to a new company. Like, I get it. This is one of those things where it's like, you're like, the legacy of John Cena is never give up. And it's not like
until the end when it's too hard.
Exactly. And it's not like the story. It's not like the story was, I can't beat the new guys.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid if the story a year ago was my biggest fear is that I'm going to have to give up on one, I'm going to have to tap out in one of these matches. Like there was no seed planted. So at first it didn't bug me. Now the more it goes on, it bugs me. Because I'm like, he's got never give up. It's written on his thing. The little kids, they never give up. And their big memory of John Cena's last match, gave up. Yeah, he quit and left wrestling. He gave up and left wrestling.
Yeah, it's really tough because, as I say, like past the initial shock value of what you get of like an oh my God moment, you go, yeah, but it's not worth it.
Social media clicks. Yeah. Yep.
What it is in the long run. So I think there are other ways of doing it. Yeah, I'm all for if Cena wants to lose on the way out, like fine.
Totally.
I'm also all for if Cena wanted to win. Not that he wants to win, but if you want Cena to win on the way out and it's a celebratory, like he did it. He beat the guy. Like fucking great. 100%. That's also good too. Because then people have a good time. But I think there are ways of executing this better that it could have been maybe Cena thinks about giving up and he's going to. This is very nuanced, but he's thinking about it, but then Gunther like cinches in a little too much and then like makes him pass out. And the ref goes like, that's it.
I'm team pass out. Everybody that's been talking online, I'm team pass out. I know that you and I have butted heads about that in the past with other rivalries because you thought it's overdone at certain times, but this is an instance where it works.
Yes.
He
literally
is
overdone a lot, but yes, this one.
Because he doesn't give up. he should have given up because that would have been the smart thing to do. That would have been but he doesn't. He can't do it. It's not in his genes. He's John Cena, never give up. And therefore, he literally passed out. In order to beat him, you had to literally knock him out. That was the only way because you weren't going to get the tap.
Gunther goes too far, and that it's
right.
It's like he might have given up, but you then started to like really strangle him or do something awful.
Sure.
And then Gunther could be like, I made him give up, and everybody's like, no, you didn't. I did. He gave up and could be delusional forever.
Right. So that brings me to my other big issue with this. And I think it's just an unfortunate circumstance. And that is John Cena is really good at selling certain things, and he's not so good at selling other things.
Sure.
They wanted to end this with John Cena giving up for whatever reason. And Gunther's, submission move is a sleeper hold that John Cena sells really poorly. And this was the worst set of sleeper. First off, it's called a sleeper hold. And not once did John Cena ever appear like he might pass out. The struggle was that of like a fucking sharpshooter or an arm bar. Do you know what I mean? Like there was no, this move is supposed to be one that cuts the blood off from the brain. That's what they are always saying the move is. The entire time John Cena's trying to get up and fight out of it, his head's doing this, showing clearly that it's not on tight. Also, he's pretty bad at putting a sleeper hold on people like Gunther. Like, I love the dude, but everything is like in front of the guy's head. It's like this.
Yeah.
There's no like behind the head and pushing. And nothing.
He eventually just put his hand on his forehead.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well.
And I get that it's not.
Control that like, part of the head for a little bit, but anybody that knows how to get a rear naked choke. Yeah. That wouldn't work.
So if we're going to commit to the story of him quitting or passing out or whatever, and we're going to commit to the problem is that no matter what John Cena was trying to fight out, Gunther was too dedicated. He kept grabbing him. This was just the worst. He wasn't
doing the fucking leg scissors.
Exactly. It's the worst fucking move to do it. Like I know that they wouldn't because of Brock, but even like the Chimera is that what it's called, or some sort of crossface
with a shoulder lock.
Yeah, something that like stretches the guy, and we can get a good face. I mean, literally, like Anaconda
Vice. The camel clutch is one of the best.
Right, camel clutch is literally one of the best because we can still get the expressive face. But the hands and arm are pinned to the back. Yeah, exactly.
So as long as you can sustain, like I am doing I don't know what the yoga pose is, but like, you're fucking stretching upwards and the guy's holding you. As long as you can maintain that,
right,
you can just be screaming and then your fingers can fucking flail out and your feet can be tense. Like you can be selling and be tense and it looks like a crazy struggle. And meanwhile, a guy's just sitting on your back.
Yeah.
Something.
It's interesting that you say that because what ultimately we're talking about is making it look real. And if there's anything that this did very, very badly, it's people who might have just been tuning in to see John Cena's last match. That's not making them sell modern day pro wrestling as anything that looks real. No. Like it was super corny and it was a bad move put on badly. That he didn't even fight out well. It just didn't work.
The three arms down was great.
And I thought that was going to be how it ends.
Solid moment.
And I was excited that might be how it goes because I thought that's a great way to do it. Great way to do it.
I love the old finger pose
Although
that he does.
I would have rather him come up to it instead of it just be there when it's like it was so weird. Like he revealed it.
Fine.
Yeah, it was still silly, but no. But yeah,
But I thought we could have still revisited that and then have another one of those, but it doesn't. Maybe it's up, but then starts to come down and fades, and then it's
just a bad hold for that moment. A bad hold to just be caught off guard because he should have been knocked out. He should have not been able to fucking think. His brain should have shut off.
Yeah, it's
even a bear hug for Christ's sakes. I would have even rathered him just be in a bear hug and not be able to get out. That would have been more realistic to me as far as like, oh yeah, he can't get away from this guy. Gunther is too aggressive. And it's to your point, Gunther didn't sell this as if he was this fucking rabid animal killer who was not going to let him go. He was exhausted and putting on a weak ass.
Joke.
Yeah, it didn't make him look tough at all. I don't know. It was just it was so disappointing. I was so bummed.
It's then that's what part of the like weakness of Gunther that's exposed, where you go,
Right.
yeah, there's a lot of great attributes, but him being a submission, basically like we've been bringing him up a lot this episode, Chris Benoit,
Right.
of this maniacal, like, no,
Right.
everything in my body is making sure that you can't move, you can't
Right.
get out of this, and bringing more pain. Kurt Angle, like there
Yeah.
are guys you can
Daniel
go back
Bryan.
and watch
Yeah.
fucking tape and go like, I got to take that from that guy. Like I need that. So people know this, you know, I'm not letting go, that I am bringing all the more pain to him. And yeah, it just wasn't there for this.
No.
It was certainly all about like what's Cena going to do.
Sure.
But again, past the oh my God moment, if people revisit this match, they'll be like, oh yeah. Oh, well. Okay.
I'd argue it's one of the worst matches of his career, his year retirement tour.
Well, I'd argue that it's the man who was booed out of the fucking building, like the creme de la creme of, hey, you booked Cena's last year really poorly.
Yeah.
Triple H, who, goddamn, does this guy, we get it. You're part of the fucking curtain call. You don't need to constantly come out and just go like, look, we're just good at all the good guys and bad guys. We're all going to be buddies to do this. Cause what was like passable as far as like, all right, Cena gives up. It's over. He's going to say goodbye now. Like he's got some time left in the show.
Oh, he's not going to do shit because Triple H has something planned.
He's going to hijack the whole fucking thing. Cause it's clear as day. It's like Zack Ryder's dad showing up when Zack Ryder's trying to celebrate after his fucking Intercontinental win at WrestleMania and like put on this hat. And Zack's like, fuck off. I don't want to stop it. This is mine. That Cena's giving a look like, what is this shit now?
Yeah. And now I got to watch this thing all the way. By the way, could they pick a smaller screen higher up in the corner of the stadium? Put it on the entrance drum. Why did you
Because
make him
there
watch
wasn't
it?
really one.
Oh, I guess I didn't clock that. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
That's
There's no
funny.
screens.
Yeah.
So Triple H and company come out.
Doing the picture in picture. That's a rib. Like that had to be a rib. They had
Also,
to be like,
I think-
we're going to watch you watch it. Like a mom who shows you a video online and goes, is it funny? Look, do you see it?
I'm pretty sure I have to go back and do some digging, but I'm
Please
more
do.
than positive that is also an old video package that was his final tribute with a couple of new interviews thrown in and a little bit of new footage at the tail end of
A
it.
new song, maybe, right? That's
I don't even think it was a new fucking song because there was moments where
he repurposed it.
I think they repurposed one. I gotta
Listen,
find it.
recycle, reuse. This is important that we do this for the planet Earth.
So yeah, Triple H, because even the moment with Cody and Punk's been amazing. Like you see the interviews with him or stuff that he talks about with Cena, like it's so sincere and so sweet.
Yeah.
So they're in the ring and there's clearly like hey buddy, we know you don't want to do this.
Oh,
but they're
with
telling
the belts.
us
With the belts.
you got to do this. Like we're giving you these belts, and Cena's like,
What? I'm
Look,
not sure. What does
guys,
this mean?
I don't really want to do this.
At
And
the end of the day,
And
he
they're
was the greatest Make-A-Wish at all of all.
It's like, hey, you got to do this, man. Pose with belts. And then they were doing like, hey,
Every
pose
four
over
corner.
there. They want you to do this. And Cena's really
He does
not
seem to,
having it.
He does seem to not enjoy that.
And I think it's overall
Then he
the
throws their
Triple
belts back
H
to them.
ending of this.
Did you think that was weird?
What?
I thought it was weird that Cena threw the belts back at them and didn't hand them their championships back.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like unprofessional, like not, it just felt like the sort of thing that Cena wouldn't do. Like from a distance, he like threw both of their belts to them for them to catch. And I was like, ooh, that seems a little bit like, fuck these.
Two of these? That's ridiculous.
Can't believe you made me do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were booing the shit out of Triple H, and I'm starting to join them at this point. Not because, here's the thing. I'll still take his booking over Vince's booking, but it doesn't mean the point is that he's not infallible, and it's not a universal like everything he does is great.
No, I think this year, for something that's seemingly so simple, for a year of a good time with a guy that provides a good time,
Right?
And he's going to fight some of the old ones, some of the favorites, and some of the new ones. It was, in large part, bad.
Right.
For a layup, this is such a layup, and he fucked it up. this is not good. And then the final note at the end of the day, that's Triple H going like, you got to tap out. Whether Cena says, yes, that was me,
Right.
or whoever says whatever, that's Triple H's decision for the character who never gave up to give up.
Yep. Give up in the weirdest possible way.
So for those fans that paid fucking big money that night,
It's kind of a fuck you. Yeah.
God bless you for booing.
Did you
Darn
see
right? Like, that is a fucking downer of an ending for them to pay and be there for
Also,
a big celebration. Like, that sucks.
Speaking of, that annoyed the shit out of me about production. And again, that's my point of like, they're just looking for a social media video at this point. Like, they're just making fucking content like every other fucking garbage company.
Well, this has been years. So
literally, the match ends and we don't see Cena or fucking Gunther for like 4.5 minutes because they spend the second the bell rings, they just spend the entire time. Here's this person. Here's this person. Here's the crowd. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what the crowd is doing. I can see them in the background of the wrestlers that we are tuning in to see. I want to see how Gunther celebrated. I want to see how Cena felt the moments after. I want to see how terribly he was no-selling. I'm interested in that. but
I think
like,
this has been ongoing since the Miz girl.
you're 100% right. Like they were like, oh, that was great. We got to capture that. And the guy with the crazy eyes from the streak ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that to me irritated the shit out of me. Like,
except for the one guy who goes, what the and then it
Really?
cuts away to somebody
That's
else because
I missed that, but it was just too much.
He's not thrilled.
They spent way too much time on the audience. Like, one shot is fine. Cut to the audience for a quick reaction. Boom, back to the ring. But they were on the audience for 3 fucking minutes. It was absurd. It's becoming a bit absurd. It's all becoming absurd.
No, it's been absurd,
I
but
know.
thanks for catching up.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, I haven't been watching. This is the first thing I tuned in since SummerSlam.
You've seen years previously, and it's
I know.
But Cena finally gets to do the goodbyes that he wants to do. He gets to bow.
Sure.
He gets to remove the bands and the shoes.
The shoes made me laugh. Like, I get it. I get that you leave your boots, but when you're a wrestler who doesn't wear boots, it just kind of looks
well, then it's really easy.
But it also just sort of looked like you're like a teenage son who just got home from soccer and just jumped his shit and went.
Well, what's really fun is how good the audio is on this show, because you can immediately hear dudes going, leave the charts.
Yeah, I heard that.
Leave
I heard
the
that.
charts.
I heard people screaming that. That was funny.
And he said he wasn't going to wear
Yeah.
the jorts anymore. So it's like, yeah, that's a reasonable request. Leave the jorts.
Oh, you know what else?
Yeah, he gets to leave and bow out. Like, all those moments I think were really great.
Yeah, they're sweet.
And wonderful, because that was Cena getting to be Cena and say goodbye.
Yes.
Which so much of this felt like he didn't get to do it. So I don't think we really got to talk about this on the show. We had talked about Goldberg's final match, Saturday Night's Main Event, but there was a lot of stories and interviews afterwards where he's like, yeah, I was fucking pissed.
Right.
Like how this all went, that my time got cut. I invite all these people to come out and then they can't fucking manage to have it on the air. And he said there's going to be more stuff later. And I don't know if we ever really followed up on that, but it's clear you can see why, because even Cena doesn't get to do what he wants to do for a goodbye.
Right.
That they go, hey, you're going to sit through a fucking 5-minute video package about you
that you've seen before.
Yeah, that you've seen before. And like, you've had to sit through so much shit already. So this time of whatever you want is cut. You have to do this stuff in the ring with the guys that you like, and we're making them do it. So that time is cut. And it's not you don't even get to do your own thing.
No. Yeah, I agree. It was a bummer of an evening all around. And you know,
I disagree. I don't think it was a bummer of an evening all around.
No, I guess you're right. I mean, I guess the second John Cena showed up on screen, I was mostly bummed. Oh wait, we didn't even talk about the fact that John Cena, like, to your point, John Cena doesn't get to do anything he wants to do. All John Cena wanted to do was take Stu's camera and put Stu on air and show Stu.
And they wouldn't even
and they wouldn't let him do it. They cut away from it. They wouldn't let John Cena do the fun thing with the camera that he was, to the point where then it just made it seem super awkward. It made it seem like Cena was that weird guy at the party that nobody invited who was doing dumb things, instead of like, oh, it's this intentionality. That was so terrible that they cut away from that.
Yeah.
It's such
and yet like Stu's in a video package and he gets to say a thing. It's like, yes,
right.
We know they have a relationship.
Yeah.
We know they're doing funny shit. Like, let him do the thing. Like, no.
And he even said,
Let
okay,
him
this
do
is
it.
going to be awkward. And he takes the camera and then we see nothing. We see the back of people's heads in the crowd and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what are you doing, WWE?
I enjoyed it for Cena getting to do what he does. I hope Gunther gets to run with this. I hope something.
Well, yeah, they're speculating that Brock's going to have his last match at SummerSlam this year and that it might be Gunther. So that way you've got Gunther, having his last match with Goldberg, with, Cena, with Brock. They're like making him the new legend killer, essentially.
Yeah, they've also said the same thing for AJ Styles. I think that's also very clickbaity people trying to
you're 100% right. Yeah.
capitalize on this, because I'm sure they will keep running with Gunther for this.
Right.
And being that guy. But other than AJ Styles proclaiming like this will also be my last year in wrestling,
right?
There's going to be more truckloads of money popping up for other people. So
sure.
And if you're not saying it out loud as like I'm walking away, I think people are going to stick around.
And
otherwise, that aren't those people.
And these people don't have careers in Hollywood waiting for them the way John does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, not to be so negative about it all, because at the end of the day, we did see the final match of one of the greatest of all time that, brought us a whole lot of incredible memories throughout the years. How does it feel?
Because I had a couple tears rolling in this.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did it feel? Does it feel like a true chapter being closed? Do you feel like, it really is the end of an era with John Cena? Because I wasn't around for the beginning of John Cena. By the time I started watching again, he was already like the split crowd. Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. So my introduction to Cena was a polarizing figure that half of the audience, that the men hated and that the women and kids loved. Like that was, maybe they used to say that. Like, oh, the Let's Go Cena was really high pitched and the Cena sucks was low pitched. They used to say that. That was the introduction to me for John Cena. And so I got to see what I thought was a guy who was obviously really great on the mic and really funny, but also be a little bit patronizing. I actually think I liked John Cena the most once Rock came back. Once they had the last time twice, but the first time before we knew it was going to happen again, that was when I was all on board with Cena. I absolutely loved him during that. I think that he really showed just how incredible he was. Like that to me was like, oh, this guy's he has that. He's got that sauce that maybe I didn't see because I wasn't around for the beginning.
Got to see the sauce, man.
Yeah.
And taste that fucking sauce. I saw the sauce. I don't know at what point in his UPW career, because that's where he started in Southern California, like Anaheim, Santa Ana. They were doing shows. That's where Cena trained with Rick Bassman and all that, like Samoa Joe, Spanky, and many others. Maybe a year or two in is when I saw him going, and so I saw him then. Like that was Victoria was there. There were so many people that came from that territory, so to speak. And that I saw then from there, like going to house shows and seemed like, oh, then he's in the dark match. Like, oh, he might get fucking signed. And hearing about him being an OVW, like getting a tape and seeing it and going like, all right. Oh, they put him with Kenny Bolin. Oh, all right. Well, fucking all right. I guess they're really trying something with this dude. And then dark matches on Raw. Like, oh shit, I think they're going to bring him up. And then he's on SmackDown, and seeing the progression of him being the prototype in UPW, where it's a Lex Luger-esque character. He even sold in a way of Lex Luger. Like he started yelling during everything that would happen offensively or defensively and going, oh, he's got to fucking drop that. Someone's got to tell him to get rid of that. And he did. Like by the time he debuted.
Now he just yells clothesline.
Yeah. Now
reversal.
He tells you all the things to do.
Yeah. Now he just yells
which is
out.
far better than the other way, I assure you.
Sure.
And I saw all the things, like saw the commercials, saw the auditions for the TV spots on a UPN show. And that got 2 episodes in one way. Like the movie, like seeing everything that progressively happened. And one of the major milestone, I know I talked about this in the show, so apologies, here it comes again. WrestleMania 19 in Seattle with OC Steve. We go and we're just hanging around the town, and we see some of the guys like coming and going from one of the hotels, and we're outside of it and have photos and autographs and stuff. And we see Cena, and he is set to have a rap battle with, I can't remember who it was, but they both no-showed. Like they're advertised to be on the show. The story goes that they showed up for the rehearsal, heard Cena.
Oh, right. They were real rappers.
Yeah.
Right. I remember this story. Yeah.
Heard Cena and bailed. Whether or not that's true, I don't know.
Right.
Whether or not, if you ask Cena that question, he'd answer it directly, there was 100% chance that's not going to happen.
Right.
But we see him before that. It's probably the night before Mania, and we go like, "Hey, man, we've been watching you since UPW." And he goes, just all the sincerity in the world. His head drops and his head shakes, and he goes, "Man, I am sorry you guys had to sit through all those shitty matches." And we both erupt laughing.
Right.
And he's such a good sport about it and just like posing and being happy and chatting for a bit. And that was it. That was like fan for life. Like he knows what he came from. He knows that he was rough in the beginning. And then that next night, Cena was like, oh, he's okay. There wasn't much to him. It's kind of like that Edge feeling for a long time, right? Like before Edge really hits and becomes Money in the Bank guy.
Right.
Like he's just forever like, he's fine.
When he's like post Edge, he's clearly a single star post Edge and Christian, but they don't know what to do with him.
Yes. And he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's just a guy. When Cena has that non-rap battle, the whole place fucking erupts. It's on the pre-show of WrestleMania.
Right.
And it's one of the most talked about things. And then Cena like goes up a huge level. And then the next Mania, he's on the card. He's opening the show.
Right.
It's I believe it's him versus Big Show winning the US title. Like it begins.
Right.
Like it starts
so I was
to go.
curious, so I looked it up, and I'm shocked at one of the names of the two rappers. I was not expecting it. One of them is somebody I've never heard of named Fabulous. It's like fabulous, but with an O instead of a U, like Fabulous. And the other one, Jay-Z. Now, Cena says that Jay-Z pulled out 2 weeks before Mania due to other commitments.
Really? Because the Budweiser girls still showed up. So what the hell?
And then, I'm reading. I didn't see this. Apparently, he did a rap battle then instead on a Sunday Night Heat with 2 cardboard cutouts of those guys,
which was the pre-show at the time.
Got it. Okay, so Sunday Heat was the pre-show.
It's fantastic. It's worth a watch. You'll watch it again and again because he's so fucking good. And that was the first time you got to see like Cena just go, this is my spotlight. Like, I got to take this. Otherwise, I'm going to just flash in the pan of like, he's kind of a rap guy, whatever. Doctor of Thugonomics fucking takes off. Take
this as a grain of salt. But apparently, Vince was very upset with some of the lyrics in Cena's rap. Specifically him saying that Fabulous was a bad idea, like the XFL.
That's tame funny compared to some of the other things he says.
Sure, yeah. But I can't believe it was Jay-Z. Oh, could you imagine that's one of the biggest rappers of all time. I was expecting like, I don't know, 2 fucking like no-name guys that WWE brings on, you know?
No way, man. So it was like, I have,
right.
It's weird to see a guy that you're like, yeah, he's just a muscle bound guy. Like who gives a shit, to being the next Hogan, the next Austin. Like he's the guy of this era. It doesn't really ever dip.
And kind of unpredictable too, as far as like, meaning like you wouldn't have seen him and gone like, that's our new guy.
No. Yeah. He clearly has a body that they'll like, but
100%, but that doesn't mean shit. There's a million guys.
Couldn't necessarily talk all that well back in the day. And he was a weird character, so he didn't talk much at all.
Right. Yeah.
Clearly there's a sense of humor. Like you saw some stuff, like one time he did a thing where he's ripping off Piper's line of, come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and all out of bubblegum. It's like, yeah, that's not yours.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
But he came into his own, and then he came into his own again because the Doctor of Thugonomics clearly changed.
Yeah.
And he was fortunate, I think, really also during the time of the real brand split. The only time they ever really did one was when Raw was the more sports entertainment portion of the WWE brand, and SmackDown was the wrestling portion.
Yeah, I remember people talking. I wasn't watching, but I remember people saying like, "Oh, SmackDown's got all the best wrestlers." Like that's where the workhorses were on SmackDown, and the
You had
stars
Eddie Guerrero,
were on.
Chris
Yeah.
Benoit, Rhino, Rey Mysterio, and then Cena's
The
still in the mix.
Undertaker. Yeah.
So his game stepped up real big, and he's,
Right.
while it seems like, oh, he would be on Raw, he was later, but he was able to wrestle so much better. He was clearly a great talker on SmackDown that gave him that platform, but he's working with the best wrestlers there are on the roster.
Yeah.
And it's just wild to see. So having that connection early on, like having the few moments in between, like either trying to kind of interview him or do something, like WrestleMania 30 was a cool moment where I got to ask him a question during the press panel and talking, and to see then also what is formatted as something that we don't get to really see often as wrestling fans, right? Like one of the top wrestlers of all time, their career is ending, and it's not in story. It's not if John Cena loses
Versus
this
career.
match,
Yes. Right.
his career's on line and it's over.
It's over no matter what. Right.
It's over no
He's
matter
told
what.
us.
He's calling it, and he's saying like, I'm walking away. You'll see me again, but not as a wrestler ever again.
Right.
They can set the stage and they can have the match, and it's known. That's wild, because most of the time, like Hulk Hogan is going to wrestle until he couldn't, or something, he didn't get booked or something like that. It's so rare for this to happen. Undertaker had a match but kept it quiet that, hey, this is going to be the last one. It's a pandemic one. That's fine. Like Sting is the only guy in recent memory that really was the same sort of setup where it's coming to an end and I'm going to wrestle and this will be the last match. And there's some feeling of, but
maybe
if
not.
WWE called you, you'd probably do another one.
There's
right?
probably one more in there. Yeah.
Or even AEW, like, we'll double the money. It's like, I'll do another one. Okay, fine.
Right. Sting's second last match. Yeah.
But this feels legit. And this also is just on a massive stage. And it's called Bret Hart. Like, there's so many down the line, like all these top guys, and it just ended because it did.
Yeah.
Or something horrific happened, and it was still like, wait, their last match was on a fucking Thunder?
Yeah.
Against Meng? It's
I
wild to
wonder-
see that. It's super fucking crazy to see something like that. So expectations for all this, obviously way high, because you're going like, yeah, but this is the end.
Right.
This has to be the best thing ever.
Is there any world where it gets Takerfied, where because maybe Cena doesn't like how it ended, then they go maybe one more, like a couple years down the road, like kind of thing?
You mean Shawnified?
Shawnified, that too, yeah.
Because Taker hasn't wrestled again since.
No. I meant because he was like, the thing he kept thinking like, oh, I could probably do another one that could probably be better. Remember, like when he was struggling with his hip and he was like, oh, but then I got a surgery. Maybe I do have one more really good one in me. Like that kind of stuff is what I mean. Maybe like, oh, I actually don't want to go out tapping. Maybe he's like, maybe that is a terrible thing. Maybe let's just have a fun one where I beat a guy. Even if it's like a 3-minute squash match. You know what I mean?
I think he's at peace with whatever it is, because
right,
overall
he's got that money.
There's no amount of money I think that's really going to make him do something like this, because he has steady income. He's the fucking centerpiece of the DC universe right now.
Right.
It's all about him.
Right.
He's in everything. It's all created around the Peacemaker, which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
So he's got that. He's got gigs, coming in all the time. He's doing voiceover shit for Honda and a couple other commercials.
Right.
He's got insurance. If you're a step behind and he's already saying like, I don't want to do it past this point.
Right.
And if you don't want to take bumps anymore, why the fuck would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you do it again? No other promotion is going to be able to do anything that means more to him. He still allows WWE to have the trademark of John Cena and allows him that cut of money, because he says like they created
those
this,
shirts
did this.
Those shirts will be in the shop for the next 10 years. I mean, like when you go, even if he's not around, you can still buy a Cena shirt, I'm sure.
In the video package that John Cena is watching, the reactions that he has are for his parents.
Right.
And Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And that is a clear, like, Vince McMahon, allegations aside, this is a 20 plus year relationship, business and personal, that he has with this person that he owes, that he is a person that clearly feels like, I owe my entire career
Right.
to this person. Why would I ever turn my back for another wrestling promotion to do something?
Right.
So it's
Right.
only ever there.
You're right.
And chances are never again can it be topped or something else. So it's like, he doesn't care about wrestling another person because he knows what his match limitations are.
Sure.
It wouldn't be like an AJ Styles where it's like, oh, we could do
Right.
X, Y,
We
Z.
I never got to face this guy and imagine the fun things we could have done. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there could certainly be maybe some Mick Foley-esque part of him where he goes,
Right.
I will never wrestle again, but I will be happy to come in and be a character that can
Right.
help launch something.
Stories. Yeah. Just, yeah.
That
I can play a role.
The audience sees a connection between us, so I will come and facilitate a story and talking about something, or
Right.
you can hit me and I
Right.
will go down,
Right.
but I will never rise up to fight
Right.
because I gave up.
Right. Yes. Because give up once. That's what his armband should be.
Give up just one time.
Give up once.
If someone's
Eventually
holding
give
your
up.
head,
Oh
give
my
up.
God. We should, man. I wonder if there are armbands that we can add to our shop that just, or I guess they're headbands. Headbands that say eventually give up.
Give up just once.
Get fat and quit, baby. Okay.
Maybe that'll be. Oh, what if Cena buys our shirt? What
That's
if
what he
Cena
should
buys
do.
a get fat and quit shirt?
Do you have, in the long storied career, do you have like a favorite Cena moment? Or you can be broad strokes. It doesn't have to be like that night, but is there like a thing that when you think of John Cena and you look and you think back of the career, what's the thing that brings you the most? Like, man, that was fucking great.
One that pops into mind right away, certainly was WrestleMania 20, Madison Square Garden. He's the opening match with Big Show for the U.S. title,
Okay.
and that culminates in a
Three-way?
FU
Oh, right.
to Big Show, and that was a Hogan,
Right.
Andre
Yes. Like, holy shit. Yeah.
moment of Big Show's talked about like certain guys and their strengths, and I can't remember the term that he uses for Cena, but he says Cena doesn't wobble.
Right.
Cena doesn't
Yeah.
move or shake.
The stability.
So sturdy when he holds you, you know you're fine.
Yeah.
So Cena doing that FU to Big Show and
Right.
winning the title, you go like, this is it. Like
See-
this guy's on the road.
I missed that, but I saw what I'm assuming followed it, which was the three-way with him and Edge, where he stacked both Big Show and Edge, and I thought, Jesus Christ, that was insane. Yeah, I think for me,
So that's one
yeah.
where that was pre Money in the Bank, pre all that stuff, where it's the title leading up to the title. You go,
right.
this is the guy. Like he is going places.
I think I got to go him and Punk. And there was the match on Raw, the pile driver match, and then was it SummerSlam? Was that the big one with where Punk's contract expired? I forget
Money
the
in the
event.
Bank.
Money in the Bank. I mean, like I know it's weird because I'm picking the ones where I was rooting for Punk, but the only reason I was rooting for Punk was because Cena was so good at being the guy, and they were just so good together. They had such incredible chemistry. And those are those matches that I always point to whenever people criticize. And by the way, I'm one of them. Like I criticize Cena's wrestling, but it's mostly the way he bumps, not the way that he wrestles. I don't mind the 5 moves of doom because that's how a fighter would be. You'd be good at a few things and you'd do those things a lot.
all your top baby
Right,
faces have it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
They all do it.
but those are the matches that I point to when people say like, Cena actually can't wrestle. And I'm like, yeah, if Cena couldn't wrestle, those matches would have been duds because Punk doesn't have chemistry with everybody. And that he's not one of those guys who can make anybody look good. And those two are just fucking exceptional. And also like between the promos, between the two of them back and forth, neither one of them stopped being who they were. Like they didn't change character to fit the story. They both just were who they were in that story that was together where had a split crowd at times. At times it was more one. And it was just, I think that was Cena at his absolute best. And it obviously doesn't hurt that I love Punk so much, but yeah, I think that's my career highlight for me personally, as far as like, yeah, that's who Cena was. He was that fucking guy.
Another one that really stands out was I never remember the year. SummerSlam, whatever, the one with him and Brock, with all the Germans,
the original
and Cena.
Suplex City one.
Yeah,
right.
Cena gets hardly anything in and just gets destroyed by Brock. I was in a relationship at the time, taking a lady who had never really watched pro wrestling, but she was down to check it out. There was one of the 2K games press panel. I got invited with the compadres early on, and they were interviewing people, and I got to, like, Cena ran out of time, and I it was that conflicted, like, oh, everybody asked for more time from this guy, and I'm the fucking worst because I'm just about to do it too.
Right.
And I just wanted to share something that I thought was unique. And I said, I'm bringing someone to the show tomorrow. It's a lady friend of mine, and she's really excited. She's never been before. And I'm excited to show her this show and, like, the main event of you and Brock. And he takes a moment where a guy that doesn't have to take any moments, it could be like, thanks, see you later.
Right. Have fun. Enjoy the show.
He takes a moment, and a guy that has no moments to himself whatsoever. And he, like, looks down and he looks up at me and goes, you are going to see something tomorrow with your girlfriend that you will have never seen before. And she is in for a hell of a show.
That's great.
And it was acknowledging something that in no way is tipping off, like, oh, that means that Brock's going to fucking kill him. Like,
no,
didn't know that at all.
No, of course
He's
not.
telling me, like,
something crazy is going to happen.
You're in luck.
You're in for a treat. That's awesome.
That was,
but I think
really
that kind
cool.
of, at the end of the day, I think that's the thing that, like, Cena's legacy is going to be much more than what he did in the ring. It's going to be like the locker room leader. It's going to be the well-spoken proponent of pro wrestling as an art form. And he's the guy that goes on the shows, and he'll take the piss out of himself, but he never takes the piss out of his business. And he's just, he's one of those guys. I've said, like, it's ironically, it's one of those things that sometimes bothers me, where he's almost a little bit too buttoned up and a little bit too calculated. Sometimes I'm like, I want to see what like just he's like when he's just fucking irritated. but those are
the old DVDs. You can watch that stuff then.
I'm sure. But at the end of the day, like that's part of his legacy, is like he's just that guy. He's the guy who shows up in suits. Like he's the guy that The Rock pretends to be.
Yeah,
Which I've heard a lot of people say that know him and have met him and work in press and whatnot. I've heard that quite often.
The amount of stuff that he did for Make-A-Wish kids and all that time that he dedicated to kids, or there's even that one, it's like a fucking Cricket Wireless ad or something like that, right? Where, maybe you saw this in the montages where it's some people talking, right? Where it's like, right. Cena was really
like
great.
A cutout.
My mom had cancer, and then he's behind a wall. And this was early before they started doing those, like, kind of in mass of some fandom, and then a star from that thing pops up out to greet the fans. But, like, Cena would come out, and every time he would make that time for whoever it was and make those connections. And I think that's the greatest of all time moniker that fits to me is he could do it fan by fan by fan by fan. And if you gave him the time, and if you gave him the lifespan, he would do it for every single person that there is.
Yeah. 100%.
To make him feel special and make him feel great. And that can't be taught. Like, that's just something within a person that is just, I don't think it's normal to have that selflessness.
Yeah.
And to do that. And that's why there was also a couple tears that had rolled down when watching him and it all ending. Cause I'm like, oh God, he's a really good person. Don't let him go.
Sure. Yeah.
We need those for wrestling.
And I'm like, he's a really good person. Thank God, get out of this place.
Go to Hollywood. Quick.
All right. Well,
and he's great. He's fucking great in Hollywood. Like, he's been so fun in so many things, and that's refreshing and awesome because he's bringing that energy. He's wanting to learn. He's wanting to be better. And there's so many things where he's so fucking good in them. And it's not something where we go, oh man, he left wrestling. Now he just sucks in this other thing. Oh no.
Right.
He's good. So we're still getting him. He's not going away.
But we are. That'll do it. Although, Scott, did you want to take a hotline call?
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to the hotline, we should once again acknowledge our current PWP champ, Adrian Avina. I look forward to our big end of year drawing that'll be happening here in the coming weeks around the holiday. Scott and I need to talk and sort out what our holiday plans are. We have no idea. Just
All right.
stay
If you
tuned.
get the mistletoe out, I'm gonna fucking lay one on you.
Oh, alrighty. What if I get 2 out? Gonna lay me on me twice? Ready to get twice as big?
What are we talking about?
It's just the kiss that you were gonna give me. Anyways, yeah, hey, if you want to check out these live streams or watch the video version of this program, you can always catch not only the live, but the replays of the live. Every video version of the podcast just exists over on the Patreon. The second the live stream is done, you can rewatch it over at patreon.com/PWPalskis. And that is the best way to support the program. We are going to go take a hotline call. Scott and Narver, say goodbye to the live stream.
Bye, live stream.
747-666-5606. That's the number of the Pro Wrestling Palskis hotline. Or you can send a voice memo, Scott. You can send one to hotline at pwpalskis.com.
I'll get right on that.
Do you want to see what the hotline has in store for us today?
Certainly.
Hey, y'all. This is Mask Llama of the Legendary Fighting Federation. And I just got done watching John Cena's last match. I'd had some friends asking if I would watch it, and, you know, they were on a Discord, and that Discord happened to have a stream of it. So my thoughts on the matter are that I really liked the match. I loved the won't give up versus won't let up mentality of the two participants. And I started rooting for Gunther. I know I wasn't supposed to, but man, like this plucky underdog trying to make a name for himself against this veteran who just won't go down. I mean, it's Rocky, right? It's the Rocky story. Gunther earned this. Like, he did nothing wrong. He wasn't a heel. He won a tournament to fight John Cena to make a name for himself. So why am I booing this man? He worked really hard to win this opportunity. I want to see him succeed. I know that wasn't how I was supposed to feel. But man, like, don't write that story if you don't want me to feel for the underdog trying to make a name for himself. Anyway, it's late and I'm tired and rambling. Have a great night, y'all. Take care. And if I don't chat with you again, Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday of your choosing. There's a lot out there. Pick one. They're all very cool.
Mass Llama thinks that that Gunther was the plucky underdog like Rocky. I mean, I get it. And I like that he's I like that he said, "Why should I boo this man? He earned." I like, "Why should I boo this man?" It's good.
He'd be like two guys.
But the thing is that like that's not how they presented
underdog.
it. That's not how they presented it. He's not an underdog. If anything, they've tried to present it.
Nor is he plucky.
No, he's not plucky at all.
He's choppy.
Yes, he's very choppy. He's a choppy
he's
overdog.
Drago.
Right. Yeah.
He killed Apollo, which is Goldberg.
Amazing.
And now this is Rocky going to fight Drago.
I
think that's what it is.
I accept that. I like that he put the won't give up versus won't let up. That's a fun phrase, except he would give up, so it doesn't work. That wasn't what it was.
He was supposed to never do it.
The immovable object versus
unless
the
it was
irresistible
Nikki
force.
Bella. And
they can give up constantly. Or being a heel. He can give up on being a heel really easily.
Oh yeah, that too.
He gave up very quickly. So he gave up twice in his life.
One of you, except for some little fat kid in Germany that I really ripped into.
Did you see the video of the little kid in the Cena gear screaming at Gunther? It's so funny. There's a video online. I'll try to find if I can come across it, I'll forward it to you. But it's just a little kid post-match. And what's great is it's right by commentary, and you can see Wade Barrett looking over his shoulder, smiling and laughing. It's this little kid just berating Gunther, who's just smiling and laughing at him. Like, everybody hates you. You're the worst. You ruined everything. And he's just
good for that kid.
And the kid is so fired up that at some point I thought, this kid's going to jump the railing. It's amazing. And at a few different times you see the kid look over like off screen. You can tell that it's like mom or dad saying like, okay, all right, honey. All right, let's bring it down a notch. And this kid is ready.
This man's scary to us. Okay?
He wants blood. And the entire time I'm thinking, oh, Gunther, that was my favorite moment of the night. To be honest with you, I didn't even see it on the TV broadcast, but I loved it.
Quick side note.
It.
Did you see a kid yelling at fucking Braun Breaker?
No, I didn't.
A little while back?
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember Braun Breaking me at the show. No, what was he?
No, a different show, but just, somebody filming their kid, like trying to, hey, Braun, you suck. And Braun looking at him, and the speed of what he is of just like this snap forward and barking at him.
Oh,
and the kid like going like, Goo.
I think I did see that. Oh, wait, maybe it was somebody. I feel like there was somebody else too who like pretended to hit a like weird black, like he was going to hit a kid.
Yeah,
maybe it was Gunther.
A couple of those, like, bring all this back.
Yeah, there was somebody else.
Children at a wrestling show. I'm all for it.
I told you about my Ted DiBiase interaction. That was one of that was a highlight of my wrestling fandom. I was petrified. I cried.
Yeah,
but it was the best ever.
Great. It's great as an adult too. Yeah. Like scare them, let them know you stay on that side of the rail. We're on this side of the rail.
Yeah. But maybe I get hit if I run my mouth too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm all for it. Hey, if you want to fucking root for Gunther because you're feeling like, this guy's going for that spot. This guy won the tournament and he's going to fight Cena. Like, okay, yeah, they did set it up in that way. And sure, if you're the Cena sucks crowd and you're
right.
Let's go Gunther. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong or that you're not supposed to root for a wrestler in a certain way.
Yeah.
I think you ultimately want Cena to walk away uninjured, Gunther to be a little bit stronger for it all, and to have this celebratory night of Cena, and betray his character.
You know what we didn't acknowledge either, which I thought was a nice touch. And I think it's been this way for all of the Saturday Night's main events.
Michelle McCool? No, we said that she was there.
So it's not like, well, parts of her were. It's not like
she left a left labia somewhere.
It's not like they did this intentionally just for Cena, but it was a nice touch because it was Saturday Night's main event. They're doing the old school narrow entryway. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was awesome for both Gunther and Cena, both on the way to the ring and on the way back. Having the fans be that close, it adds so much electricity to both of those dudes coming to the ring. I really enjoyed that. But
I wish they would have handed out flash cameras to everyone in the arena so you would have gotten all this.
We were at Alexandra and I this morning. We had to run and we're still doing some Christmas shopping. We went to the Huntington Gardens because they've got a really nice gift shop. I know that seems weird, but it's also just a store. It's not just a gift shop. We didn't go to a museum.
Wait, you went to a store that has a gift shop?
No. The Huntington Gardens is the Huntington Gardens, the big gardens and library. Oh, all right. Well, it's a
Good Lord.
It's a big garden and library that is in Pasadena. And it's a really beautiful, great way to spend the day walking around and going and seeing.
They have a large wrestling library.
You know what? There's enough animals that you could probably see wrestling with each other. So I'm going to say yes.
Nice.
You've definitely seen it in movies and TV shows because they have like a Japanese garden and they have little areas that they shoot in tons of movies that you'll walk through and you go, wait, I've seen this place before. It's because it's what LA uses as like Japan, like feudal Japan and stuff.
Okay.
But anyways, I digress. They have a gift shop and we went to the gift shop to do some Christmas shopping and they had these they look like 3D glasses, like glasses on a piece of paper or on a cardboard, right? And the whole point is like, oh, if you look through them at Christmas lights, like twinkle lights, it creates this like snowflake effect. And it goes in both directions. And I put them on and I was like, okay, it's just like a silly little stocking stuffer. And I put them on and I immediately thought like, oh, this is what pro wrestling used to look like. Because it reminded me of all of the way that the lights would react with the cameras back before we had digital video and HD. And I was like, oh, this made me long for good old, wrestling footage like we see on the old episodes of our watch along series. But anyways, so I was like, I'm going to get those. I'm going to watch wrestling with it and see if it looks the same.
Yeah, just move your head around a lot.
Yeah, move my head around a lot.
Oh, wow.
Create the streaks.
The stars are out tonight.
It's like I'm really dizzy, and for some reason I got to puke, but it's enjoyable.
But I'm having a good time.
Thanks for the call, Mass Llama. I'm glad that you enjoyed the match. 747-666-5606 if you want to have your voice on the pod and tell us your thoughts on Cena, on all the things.
Career.
We've got
last match, if he fucking tanked it like Jake said.
I can't believe we're Road to WrestleMania's next month now again. I feel like we just did that.
Yeah, but this road you're going to drown in it if you're not careful on this road.
Is it underwater?
Well, this road leads to Saudi.
Oh, fuck. No. This road leads to Vegas. Saudi's in another year.
Royal Rumble's in Saudi.
Oh, this road starts in Saudi then.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, I won't be watching Rumble. I'm fucking done, bro. Anyways, that'll do it for the program.
No, you have to for your podcast. It's you're contractually obligated.
I don't have a contract with myself.
It's a handshake deal, brother. You can't say that doesn't work for me, brother. That guy took it to the grave.
We did it. I think we did it. I think everybody's satisfied. I think this has been the best episode of the show we've ever done. I'd like to congratulate everybody for listening. Great job. You crushed it. Scott Narver.
Now just look at this 5-minute video package up in the corner.
We have to decide what our holiday plans are. We will do that off air, and we will post about it in the Discord. Or just hang out and just check out the places that you get the program, and make sure you're on the Patreon and you'll see all the notifications. We're gonna do the best we can. We got a lot of stuff happening for the holidays. Obviously, Scott is dealing with his father.
I was gonna say I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, I'm
fucking housebound, man.
With work and other things, but we're doing what we can. Sending John Cena off in style. Scott, we have to thank all of our current Patreon Palskis.
Yeah. Way to go, everybody. You support this show. Good job. You couldn't keep John Cena in wrestling, though.
It's all your fault.
Thanks, anyways. Thanks to our Patreon Palskis. Adrian Avina, the current PWP champ. Alex Pierce, Alice Rader, Andrea Beeler, Gilbert Short, Mass Llama, Michael Beltran, Mike Lucas, Suicide, Tim Bemis, Tim Redbeard, Tom Hader, and Tony Griggs.
Thanks to each and every one of you for continued support of the program. Would not, should not, could not do it without you. Scott, any closing statements?
Only what Alice Rader had brought up during the broadcast on the show of Saturday Night's Main Event. Something to ponder, because it is pretty wild to think about. Do you think John Cena could even sleep that night?
Like the night prior, you mean?
No, the night of.
Oh.
Like just being amped and like everybody
after
your attention. And
I in my experiences, I've never had a 20+ year famous wrestling career, but on my experience where I had big show nights or big events, I tend to sleep better the night of than I do the night prior.
Yeah, but did you get some food after? Did you go to like a Denny's?
Friendlies, baby.
All right. Jake, my good pal, did you please and thank you go to Denny's? Is that more friendly for you?
I see what you did there. Yeah, I knew what you were doing, but it didn't really work. But I commend you for trying.
Yeah, everyone's John Cena in his final match in your eyes. We get it. You're a Grinch.
All righty, jorts. Let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. It's always a blast hanging out with you, the Pro Wrestling Palskis.
It's Dragon Wagon.